Right, welcome to part one of our Python and matplotlib video series on coronavirus. So before I start, here I am. Hello, I'm Rob. I just want to tell you about what we're doing on Mondays. So obviously we can't meet in person at the moment. We can't have our usual Hive events, which everyone's used to. So the amazing Sam Ball and myself will be on YouTube. If you just search for matplotlib on YouTube and find our channel, we will be broadcasting live. We're going to do, well, it depends on what we feel like, but we're starting with Code Wars. So we'll be working through just little fun introductory Python problems. So if you're still determined to learn coding, which you should be, of course, and you want to keep up with the sort of HiPy community and join us, ask us questions, and just have something to do to relieve the mindless monotony that is lockdown, come and talk to us on our live stream from 5 o'clock, probably just for an hour or so, every Monday for the foreseeable future, it seems. As for now, I'm going to start this video series on a New York Times article. Let me just find where I'm going here. Where is it? There it is. So this New York Times article here, which shows all of the number of cases per day and also a 7-day average for number of cases and the number of deaths for all the countries, which is pretty cool. I thought it would be fun to try and recreate that using Python and matplotlib, so that's what we're going to do. So just very quickly, all I'm going to do in this video is try and get hold of the data and put it into a Pandas data frame and just generate a really basic plot, okay? And eventually try out, our objective here is to try and get something that looks like this in about 4 or 5 videos. So let me just show you the data set. So the link to it is here, and I'm going to share my Google Colab with you as well, so you'll be able to run this yourself. It's in the data. Oh, something's crashed here. There you go. And I'm looking at the country's aggregated CSV. So this is what the data looks like. Give it a second. Wow, slow today. There you go. So it's just an aggregated list of countries and dates with the number of confirmed cases of coronavirus, those that have recovered, and of course those that have died as well. So it's a massive list, a bit messy. We're going to tidy it up. We're going to subset it for the countries we want. I'm going to start by looking at China, and then we'll write it in a way that we can do this for any country. Okay. So here we go, let's do it. So I'm just going to start a new code cell here, and I'm going to import the first 3 things I always import when I start writing anything. It's usually, I'm going to use Pandas. So that's the first thing I'm going to import. I'm going to import NumPy as NP, and I'm going to import a matplotlib.pyplot. And I'm going to import that as PLT, that's pretty standard. And there you go, we're good to go. Right, so the first thing I want to do is read in that data set. Now, I could download the data file, I could download the CSV and then upload it to Colab and do it from there. I'm going to cheat. The good thing about Pandas is when you read data, you can also read it from a URL. So I'm going to click on the raw link to this data here and get this URL at the top. I'm going to copy that, and I'm going to just create a new data frame called data. I'm going to use pd read CSV, and the great thing about this is you can just put the URL in there. There you go. I'll just take a look at it to prove it's there. There you go. There's my data set. Right. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to subset this data for a country, and actually I'm going to write a function to do this, just because I might be using it more than once. So let's get country. I'm going to put a data frame in there and country. I just want to return data, and I'm going to subset it for based on the country column. My conditional statement is that the country column is equal to whatever parameter I give it for the country. So, for example, let's get another data frame going here. And let's use this function. So there's my original data set, and I'm going to filter for China. I'm going to run that. Oh, I've forgotten my semicolon. And I get these errors sometimes. I don't know why it does that. See, it's gone again now. Who knows? Right, let's just check what this new data frame looks like. There you go. So I've now got a subset just for China. So I've only got the China data in there. So that's pretty good. That's a good start. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to create a plot of the confirmed number of cases with x-axis being the date. Okay, so I'm going to use fig x equals subplots to do that. And I'm just going to do a bar chart, okay, and I'm going to call the date from my df subset data frame, and I'm going to plot on the y the confirmed. Control and enter. There you go. All right, so that's not a bad start. It looks horrible. So I've obviously got the cumulative number of cases here. Whereas if you take a look at the article, what we're aiming for, we want the daily number of cases. Okay, so we're going to have to do a bit of work there to convert that. We'll do that in the next video. And also, look at the mess of my x-axis here. So Pandas doesn't like the fact that my data axis, all of those data values in my data frame are formatted as strings. It doesn't really know what to do with them, so we're going to convert those to a date time. And then I'll show there's a couple of tricks there you can use with matplotlib to format the dates correctly, just so they don't look horrible like that. Okay, that's it for this video, and I'll see you in the next one.